Hi, I'm Sharon Preston. I just wanted to have a candid conversation with you about why I'm doing this. I've been the president of one of the largest, well, the largest gun range in Oregon for about 18 months now. And when I first started on the board, I was the discipline director for the women's shooting programs there. And what I noticed was the board members were amazing. What they had accomplished in the 20 years prior to me coming on board was unbelievable, really. But they were stagnant. Their membership wasn't growing. No one knew that they were there. We actually are in Central Oregon, Bend, Oregon, and more people are moving to Central Oregon. It's always than any other town in America. It's always the number 1 through 5 of top ski resorts, fishing, you name it, any type of outdoor sport. And so our population is growing in leaps and bounds, but nobody knew that we were there. And so I asked them, are they on Facebook? They didn't know what Facebook was, which is fine. Did they have a functioning website? I looked at the website, it was extremely archaic. Do you take debit card or credit card? Nope. They weren't even doing that. People were mailing membership forms in. They were having to print them out on their computer, mail them in with the check, which was very cumbersome for their membership, not only for new members, but for their renewal. There was no radio advertisement. There was no outlet. They weren't even actually communicating with the Chamber of Commerce that they had been longtime members with. Chamber of Commerce is a powerful tool for you to use. They weren't promoting anything that they were doing, none of their large matches. They weren't asking the sponsors and the match participants to tag our gun range in all of their advertisement. So they had all of these missed opportunities going by. And so I started making a list, and that's kind of who I am. I started making a list of all the things that we could do better. What would I do if I were in charge? And so when I became president, first thing I did was put in an electronic gate so that we can at least maintain, who's coming in and who's going out of the range. How much money are we losing? We're bleeding every month for people using the range that shouldn't even be there. So the electronic gate really tightened things up. And then I also went through the process of renegotiating a 20-year lease with the BLM and the Department of the Interior. That was a huge learning curve for me as well, but we did it. And I also became certified through the NRA for range development and operations, which gave me enough ammo to combat the BLM when it came to a grouse lek that was 3.8 miles away from our gun range, and I forced them into an ordinance, and it all worked out in our favor. They were having us write a waiver from March 1st through June 31st. We could not shoot at our gun range 2 hours before sunset or 2 hours before or after sunrise for that long, from March 1st through June 31st. Well, a lot of our shoots are at night. We have a lot of law enforcement. We had huge night shoots going on out there. So forcing them into an ordinance, I learned that through the NRA, through the sound ordinance portion of that. So I highly recommend that if you are running a range, go through that training. There's great education there. Other than that, I found nothing on the internet to help us with membership. The board members all across America are aging. They're in their 70s, 80s, and 90s. Most don't even have a cell phone. They might have a flip phone, but they certainly don't have an Android or a smartphone or an iPhone. And so they don't understand email. They don't know how to reply all on an email, which is fine. It's fine. It's not a bad thing at all. But it just opened up my mind to fill the void, to help provide all of these things for boards that are aging. They don't, and you know what? Volunteerism is so down. I don't know how we would ever get that up again like it used to be in the even 70s and 80s. People just don't volunteer anymore. So not only are they lacking the volunteers, they're lacking the computer skills, and they're lacking, the time. So I created this program for you to build membership to your gun range. Why? Building membership at a gun range puts more of our community in front of qualified instructors. Now, at our gun range, we mandate that they have certifications to the NRA, DPSST, or USCCA. Okay, that's just us, but you can do whatever you want. We just can't hang our shingle and be an instructor. So they are um, exposed to really good instructors. Okay, they're exposed to incredible disciplines. So even if you're just a shotgun or a pistol or a rifle, develop quality disciplines and discipline directors and coordinators within your gun range, and I'll help you do that here to educate the public, because the more educated the public is on firearms safety, the more we can step out from the shadows of we're the bad guys because we have guns and step into, no, we're about education. We are about the environment also, because the more people we have come and shoot at our gun range, the less people we're going to have shooting out on the BLM, the National Forest, trash in that place, and so forth. Keep the lead where it belongs. This is part of your environmental stewardship program. Keep the lead where it belongs and shoot at the gun range. So we satisfy everybody through the proper marketing. Okay. The more people we expose to our gun ranges, the safer our community is, especially for those that are using firearms for personal defense, because the more shooting that they do, the better and more proficient they're going to be with that firearm. So this is my motivation. My external motivation, obviously, is to create income for myself, or a way of living, or whatnot. But my internal motivation, my passion, is what takes over here. I'm passionate about driving people to gun ranges. Okay, so I can't do this for you. I mean, you can hire me as your coach, and I can actually, have go to meeting, or we can do live webcams, or I can be on the phone with you and help you walk you through this. But I can't otherwise do this for you. I can help you set up the structure for this, but you're the one that has to massage all of your social media, and it only takes about 10 minutes a day. Okay, so the outcome is your membership goes up. Our gun range, 50 to 80 new members every month throughout the entire year. That's never happened before. And we're maintaining the members that we have at a higher rate because of the communication, instant communication on Facebook, on mass email blasts. I'll teach you about email and newsletters. And so because of that instant communication, they are feeling more gratified and more taken care of, so that they want to renew their membership. So we're retaining a lot of members that we used to lose, and we are putting the word out to the community that we have this amazing opportunity for them to come in and experience something. So all around, it's a win-win situation. I am on your side for sure, even when it comes to the environmental stewardship program. Okay, so we've got to get ahead of this argument about lead and about guns are bad and all of this. We've got to get ahead of it, and we've got to play offense. You can't win the game if you never carry the football. My mom always said that. You can't win the game if you never carry the football. So hang out with me. Let's get this done together. I do have a personality. I know that firearms is a pretty serious sport, but I am a little goofball, and put up with that, please. But we do have fun with this, and we'll move forward together. I'm going to be here with you every step of the way. I want you to stay on track, do a little bit at a time. What I'm expecting of you is at least an hour a week. Just give me an hour a week with a little bit of homework, and then progress to the next module. So my goal is to help you let the community know that you have this wonderful gun range, so that they can come, become a member, and you can provide them with excellent instruction, great disciplines, okay, which will keep our community safe and keep the lead where it belongs. So get the lead out. Let's do this together. See you in the next module.